Dream ko lang when I was young, simply to get a degree, get a job, and lift my family from poverty. So, salamat ako na nagpunta ako sa Mapua because it was a stepping stone to
It opened a lot of
opportunities for me. The fact na natanggap kayo sa Mapua is already evidence na may potential kayo. So, make the most of it. Do not forget to give back the blessings. Many Mrs. Pama, we dished out our own money to support the education of our poor but bright mates in order to study at a local community college, which is now called the Iloilo School of Fisheries.
Hello, fellow Mapuan. So, ngayon naman, nandito tayo sa study room. Study room ng Dr. Rick Pama. Kung makikita niyo kung nandito kayo, ang daming mga memorabilia dito, ang daming mga plaque, mga trophies, awards, and this only shows how great was the achievement of Dr. Rick Pama. And of course, Dr. Rick, ang dami niyong achieve as a professional, especially in engineering education. But can you tell us, alin doon yung tingin mo yung parang pinakamalaking ambag mo sa engineering education? And of course, we know you're at a level of international. So, alin doon yung tingin mo yung parang your most treasured achievement, which you are very proud of?
Okay. To answer yung question mo, Francis, I think I would say that my fundraising efforts for the Asian Institute of Technology, which spans over 14 years, where I raised 250 million in grants in terms of scholarships and faculty secondment and everything else, is to me the most valuable. You know the reason why? Because the scholarship enabled AIT to attract the best Asians from all over Asia. Even if they do not have the money, they could come to AIT and study. And when I look at the alumni tracer study, I'm very happy to note that many of them who graduated from AIT have become cabinet ministers. Some of them have become university presidents. Some of them have become presidents of private corporations. In other words, I like to think that I have a modest hand in touching their lives. And that makes, I think, my life very meaningful.
Wow. Yeah. Sige, kasi scholarship, we're talking about education. Very important in any aspect, in our MIT CNC alumni now. By the way, sa ating mga viewers, we are doing this 100 Mapuan Stories as a project of the Student Affairs. Okay? Bakit? Kasi yung ating marireceive dito ng association na mga sponsorship, mga ganyan, will go to the scholarship fund. And right now, Rick, we have 2 scholars now,
Full scholars.
Full scholarship, full scholarship. And tayo lang yung alumni association na kayang gawin yan. And we would like to continue that. Kaya yung mga proceeds nung project na ito will go to that scholarship fund para makadagdag doon. And we're hoping na this coming school year we're going to add maybe 2 more scholars, and we hope to continue that. And yun nga, but of course the impact of that you said 200, is that in $1 million?
250 million.
250 million, wow.
Dollars.
Diba? So imagine kung yung sinasabi nyo na ang dami na pag-aral niyan, and it's the impact, that's what actually you're looking for, when you fund or put money to education, yung impact niyan will go later on, will go a long way kasi nga they become what? Presidents of universities, of companies, di ba? And they, of course, become productive members of society. And that's a good thing about engineering education. Kaya ako, actually, talagang isa sa idolo ko. Of course, I'm also an academist. Ito, of course, sino pa ba? Si Doc Rick Pama. And dito makikita nyo dito sa kanyang study room lahat ng mga proof ng achievements na yon. And of course, one of that is that the fundraising, and of course that has a lot of impact doon sa naging status ngayon ng Asian Institute of Technology, kaya naging yung kilalang Asian Institute of Technology ngayon. And that was very important kasi nadala dun, di ba, Doc Rick, yung lahat ng mga na brightest, no, sa iba't ibang Asian countries. And of course, when they went back home, di ba, they helped their country. Isa pa, Doc Rick, balikan naman natin yung time niyo sa Mapua, no?
Sige.
How was it? I mean, that was when, pasensya na sa mga, but
Oo.
of course, I think that's already a long time. And ano yung maalala niyo about Mapua when you were studying? And what do you think was the impact of getting your education at Mapua with, of course, your achievement?
Alam mo, Dean Francis, ang unang-una, hindi ko talaga gustong maging engineer. I wanted to be a lawyer.
A lawyer?
Oo,
Okay.
pero dahil sa mahirap lang kami at ang nagpaaral sa akin yung mga aunts and uncles ko, they decided na huwag law, kundi engineering. Dahil sabi nila, kung mag-abogado ka, wala tayong pera, I don't think na mag-succeed ka. So, sabi nila, why don't you just study engineering? So, pinapili ako, sabi ko civil. Wala na akong ibang gustong...
Why civil? Ba't yun ang sinabi niyo during that time?
Basta ang gusto ko lang civil. I want to build kasi very visible and
the buildings, the bridges.
Only to realize later on na hindi rin ako, after getting my bachelor's degree from Mapua, by the way, transfer student lang ako sa Mapua.
Oh, you came from what school?
I came from, at the first 3 years of my education was from the Iloilo City Colleges
from
in Iloilo.
Okay.
And then, my aunts and uncles decided to send me to Mapua. 2 reasons. They said, Mapua, your chances of passing the board exam will be a lot better. 2, and your chances of landing a good job will be a lot better.
Okay.
Because if you compare a graduate of Mapua and a graduate of another school here dito, siyempre matimbang ang Mapua. And their decision was also influenced by a distant cousin of mine who graduated from Mapua a few years ahead of me. So medyo na-influence niya yung mga aunts ko. There is an incident that I want to relate which touched my heart. And this is one of my professors in irrigation engineering, si Professor Antonio Villanueva.
Antonio Villanueva.
Antonio Villanueva was from Pampanga. And he worked for the Department of Public Works and Highways. One evening, nagtuturo siya ng sluice gate, to prevent the flow. Ang structure niya, ina-analyze niya, na-notice ko that he was analyzing a structure na subjected to loading in addition to, of course, support niya, But he was analyzing it just like a truss. Ay sabi ko, hindi pwede na mag-cut ka ng members, maglagay ka ng moment and shear and that sort of thing. So, hindi ako kumibo. After the class, nilapitan ko siya, Sir, sabi ko, pwede po ba akong magtanong? Sabi niya, yeah. Sabi ko, Sir, hindi ko maintindihan yung nilecture niyo. Bakit? Sabi niya, sabi ko kasi parang it's against the fundamental principles in structural engineering na ang 2-force member, ang 3-force member, dapat kung i-cut mo ang section, maglagay ka ng shear and moment, and so on. Sabi niya, it's late, I will give you the answer tomorrow. Without my knowing, nalaman ko na lang later on, Mr. Villanueva consulted the following day his young assistant who is a board top-notcher, Mapua. Sabi niya, kinu-question ako ng estudyante ko sa Mapua. Tingnan mo nga yung notes ko, sabi niya ganun. Binigay niya sa kanya. After a while, bumalik yung assistant niya. Sabi niya, Sir, I'm sorry to say, but I think tama yung estudyante yung kumali ka. Sabi niya gano'n. And that afternoon, pagbalik ni Mr. Villanueva sa klase ko, class, sabi niya, I want to apologize to all of you. The lecture that I gave last night was wrong. And I cannot understand why, but now I know. And what amazed me, he said, is this: I have been giving the same lecture at UP and Mapua, and nobody detected it. Only Mr. Pama detected it last night, and I want to commend him for that. So pinatayo niya ako. But then I sat down. Okay, so I forgot about it. That year was an election year, and Macapagal won as president against Garcia. And his first appointment sa Public Works was Antonio Villanueva as going to be the Secretary of Public Works.
Oh, he became secretary.
Became secretary and maniwala man kayo at sa hindi, sinabihan niya yung driver niya, pumunta ng registrar, hanapin ang address ko at hanapin ako sa tinitirahan ko. Unfortunately, lumipat na ako sa Marikina. So, hindi kami nag-abot ng driver niya. But anyway, words got to me na hinahanap ako ni Mr. Villanueva. So, out of respect, I rushed to the Department of Public Works. And pagpasok ko, sir, sabi ko, pinapahanap daw po ninyo ako. Yes, sabi niya. Do you have a job already? Sabi ko, sir, wala pa. Kasi career release pa lang ng board exams namin. Results, February yun. February of 1962. Sabi ko, sir, wala pa. Do you want to work with me? Sabi ko, yes, sir. Sabi ko, alright. Sabi niya, kumuha siya ng small piece of paper, scribbled something. Sabi niya, dalhin mo ito doon kay engineer. I cannot remember the name now, but sabi niya, he's right there at the corner. Just show this paper to him. So, dinala ko itong papel doon. Inanap ko siya. Nung makita ko, binasa niya. Sabi niya, are you ready to go today? Sabi ko, sir, where? Sabi niya, I will send you to Pangil, Laguna. We have our project there. And sabi ko, sir, wala akong damit. Bukas na lang kaya.
Agad-agad,
Bukas na lang kaya. So the following day, I was appointed a civil engineering aide because of the kindness of Professor Villanueva. And I will never forget him. His kindness and his generosity. At saka yung pag-alala niya ba, na can you imagine na he will exert the trouble, of looking for me,
Pagtanggap niya dun sa
pagkakamali niya. It's very,
nagturo rin ako, di ba? So, you really appreciate also that your students are really thinking. So, yun yung story, Binigay mo from as a student, di ba? Siyempre, na believe, yung professor. Then, yung professor na yan became the DPW secretary. That kick-started your career as an engineer. Wow, that's a very, very good story.
If it were not for him, hindi ako nakapagtrabaho because wala akong kilala Wala akong kilala talaga. But, one evening, I went back to Mapua to look at the bulletin board. Kung may advertisement for jobs, and so on. Wala. But what I saw was the advertisement for master's program in hydraulics engineering, highway engineering, and structural engineering at the Seattle Graduate School of Engineering, which is now AIT.
Okay.
Binasa ko yung requirements, napakaganda. Sabi ko, ano kaya kung mag-apply ako? I want to see how far my grades will take me. That evening, I wrote a letter to the dean. And then sinabi niya sa akin, after 1 week, my reply, beautifully typed letter, which is surprising because, when you write a letter to some officials in the Philippines at that time, nobody will give you an answer. Pero ito, coming from the dean of the graduate school, my response. Sabi niya, padala ka ng senior credential, we will evaluate it, and so on and so on. So I did. February na yun. March, wala na akong narinig. April, wala na. May, nagpadala ang Seattle Graduate School or AIT nang nag-interview sa Manila. And one of my friends was interviewed. Sabi niya, what happened to you? Sabi ko, I never received anything. I never received anything. So, ang nangyari, ganito. Pagbalik ni Professor Jones sa Thailand, sinabit na niya yung interview report niya. Na-notice ngayon ni Professor Cousins, who was in charge of the program in structural engineering, that I was not interviewed. So, he started asking questions. And after a while, a lady in the registrar's office said, Sir, I have to tell you, sabi niya, nagkamali yung isang staff. Yung address ni Mr. Pama was attached to the address of another person who lives in Mindanao. So I never got, and and this is very, very significant to me because right there and then, Professor Cousins in Bangkok decided that without that interview, still he will accept me to the program. Sabi ko, kung hindi niya ako tinanggap, ano kaya nangyari sa buhay ko? So, kung minsan, kung kinakaawaan ka ng Lord at saka para sa iyo ang isang bagay, ibibigay talaga sa iyo. So, I was able to go to AIT.
Minus the interview. No need
Minus the interview. At saka ang dream ko lang when I was young was simply to get a degree no matter what. A degree, left my family, get a job, and left my family from poverty. That was all. Three simple things.
So very simple lang yung
very
objective,
simple.
But you see where it took you, diba?
Instead of 1 degree, the good Lord added 2 more degrees on top.
Yeah, very
So, salamat ako na nagpunta ako sa Mapua
yeah.
because it was a stepping stone to
Yeah. It opened a lot of
open a lot
doors.
of opportunities for
Opportunity.
me. Open a lot of opportunities for me.
And I'm sure marami dyan sa ating mga viewers nakaka-relate, no? Maybe yung kwento ni Sir kanina about his professor, and now even itong pagpunta niya sa AIT na din pala, doon pala siya magse-serve later on for a long time, no? And you mentioned you're from Iloilo.
I'm from Iloilo.
So, yeah, so Iloilo is a very nice place, and yeah, very inspiring yun, ha? Kasi nga, doon ngayon parang ang hirap na yung maging transferee, gano'n, no? But in your story, no, talagang even you were a transferee, talagang you were able to survive. You were able to survive Mapua.
I survived. Wala lang ako. But it was explained to me na because of my residency, there is no possibility for me to get an honor.
Well, Doc Tama, no, thank you very much for all those the story that you have shared with us today, and of course also letting us see of course your home, no, of course marami diyan sigurado inspired about your story, and I myself as an academician look up to you, and marami diyan mga faculty natin and mga alumni natin, no, na still searching for their purpose and of course trying to see where they go in their career, no. But the important thing, yun, nakita ninyo yung isa dong bagay, no, key element is yung pagiging mapuan ni Doc Rick, no, yung pagiging mapuan niya na doon nagumpisa na yung mga magagandang opportunity, no, na natanggap niya, and of course inaccept niya, and now of course is one of our very well recognized mapuan. So any message po from our student, no, word of advice na they can, they should of course consider as they try also to get their degree or at Mapua.
Kailangan mag-focus lang kayo. Kung aral. Huwag magsayang kayo ng panahon kasi importante talaga mag-aral kayo. The fact na natanggap kayo sa Mapua is already evident na may potential kayo. So, at saka kung halimbawa swertihin man kayo, do not forget to give back the blessing.
Don't be afraid of trying. Sa mga mistakes natin, diyan tayo become stronger, smarter, and wiser. It is not an easy path. Walang ang success kasi wala namang find direction para ma-meet mo yun. Kailangan taga sacrifice, hard work. Ang advice ko lang is work hard. Alagaan nyo lang yung reputation nyo. Importante yun. Huwag kayo magpapakasira. Alagaan nyo yung mga clients ninyo. Importante yan.